I hope I can make it 2045 do that. I will be a cat chick.
Well, I'm just...
Catfishing the
Catfishing as a cat chick.
You know, that might be the best description of this movie. Right there.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a fucking, like, what?
Put that on the box cover.
Yeah, let's see a box quote on that.
There's gonna be a 6-year-old man.
Oh, I hope this is the future,
Yeah.
because I will so be a cat chick.
And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna be hunting other cat chicks. Yeah.
Like cat chick.
You want to be a lesbian cat chick?
Yes.
Alright, anyway.
It's just gonna be 2 60-year-old dudes.
Yeah, really.
Cyber
Cyber
Cyber scissoring. Hi, I'm Brandon Kaiser.
Just
Brian Haas.
Get going cool.
Oscar Schindler.
We're going to attempt to review Ready Player One now. By the time this comes out, you'll probably have seen like 15 million Ready Player One reviews, but we're going to do ours now anyways.
Deal with it.
Because we saw it. So we're going to do that.
I mean, it's not like you're just gonna go through a whole list of Ready Player One reviews.
You know
and
what
just
that
go,
means?
I'm gonna try them. You're most likely subscribing. Right?
I probably don't make good enough thumbnails
It's the
to
review.
get people to click on our reviews.
It's a review line.
I gotta just make some fancy thumbnails, I guess. I don't know.
No, you need to insert the chick like on the beach and just show her ass right now. Boom.
Oh yeah, old
then-
school. What's his
and
name?
then thumbnail it.
Used to do that. Yeah, that was an old school thing. That doesn't work as much now, I guess.
Do the thing.
Anyways,
do the
we should
thing from the
probably talk about
Apex
the
Twins. Have like a hot-bodied chick in a bikini, and then it's you with long hair.
Okay.
Facial hair is still there.
Or
smiling
just
at
Steven Spielberg's head.
you. Yeah, that's it.
Attractive.
That too. Yeah. Better yet. Damn.
Okay.
You got this.
Anyways,
What do you need me for?
We'll see. All right. Anyways, let's actually talk about the movie now.
No.
No, you don't want to.
In a roundabout way.
All right.
Let's talk about everything that went into this movie now.
All right. Let's start here. I've read the book. Has anyone else read the book?
I read the book.
Josh read the book. I guess that's it. So good. We got split.
I read this cover of the book. at
The
Josh's
back
place.
cover.
No, just the front cover.
Oh,
at
there was
Josh's
stuff
place.
written on the front cover.
Yeah, it said Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
by Ernest
Ernest
Cline.
Cline.
Yeah. I didn't remember that part. I remember the first part.
Just the Ready Player One
Yeah.
part.
I always want to wait to watch the
Have you
movie
read-
first and then read the book after, because the book's almost always better.
Well, I don't know. I'll go either way.
People more nitpick
For me, I
after
don't
reading the
wanna-
book and seeing the movie, like, oh, they missed this stuff in the movie.
Yeah.
No, does anyone really nitpick after seeing the movie and read the book? Oh, they don't have nearly as many explosions as Michael Bay put in it.
Well, I guess we'll have to keep reviewing it to find out.
Yeah,
We gotta dig deep. Dig deep into this review.
Anyways, Josh, did you want to start?
Don't cut any of that. That was all.
No, it's gonna all get cut.
Gold, Jerry. All gold.
You know what? I'll probably just cut out your entire opinion of the movie too. So
That's gold too.
Just cut out
it
everything.
depends on what you say.
Back to 14 views.
keep a few verbs in there, and yeah, it'll be fine.
We'll see
I
what
thought
you
this movie was great. No, so I didn't like the book. The book is kind of like 10 pages of an actual story and then 180 pages of descriptions of things that you may have experienced in the 80s and 90s, and it's like reading Song of Fire and Ice, and then you get the 3 pages of banquet dinners descriptions, and you just kind of like after a while you're like, oh, God, this is all it is. So that's how the book was for me. There was some content in there, but a lot of it was just, remember this? Yeah, I did. But then you're reading it. So knowing that it was making a movie, I was like, this is probably going to be a better movie than it is a book, because then they can just show you all the crazy references, and then you don't have to read a paragraph about how.
I've heard this theory before that you mentioned.
But yeah, and I would say that was 100% correct. It was spot on. This is a much better movie than it is a book. Even with some of the changes, I mean, it's kind of weird because they concentrate a little, I wouldn't even say even more on the real world. There's like the weird evil corporation, which
Which one focuses more on the real world?
God, neither of them?
Then what did you just try to say?
No, I'm trying to think.
Now I'm confused.
Well, they do it differently in both mediums. It's handled differently.
I'll say both are very different.
Yeah.
Like, the book and the movie are not similar.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean,
they both have-
mostly story-wise even, are not similar.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Like the evil corporation being all corporation-y, and the way that's handled, completely different. I understand in the movie you apparently want...
Maybe not completely different, but somewhat different.
But you want like the central villain that you can hate, and the people you have to overcome. And,
Well, yeah, I mean, you need an antagonist.
Yeah.
It's not,
I didn't think that was completely necessary. Like it could have been an interesting story if they stuck more to the source, but this was fine. Everything was fine. You got the six explosions.
So you liked it?
I liked it. Yeah, it was
Cool.
a treat for the visual senses.
Quick aside, I can't wait till it comes out on 4K Blu-ray.
Yep.
Actually, I wonder if 3D would be pretty good for this movie.
I bet you have to choose.
I didn't really give a shit
No.
about it.
I hate having to
Why don't they make 3D 4K?
Because I don't have $10,000 for a TV. Sorry.
Didn't give a shit about anything that was happening in the real world.
Oh, okay.
I would say that. Like whenever they cut to the.
I feel like they did a better job with the real world in the book.
It's because no one really cared about the real world in the book. They cared less about that in the book than they did
I
in
guess.
the movie, I'd say.
Me and you read the book really differently, so
It's the same book.
because I actually liked
Well,
it.
it's also your voice in your head. And his
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
in his head.
And the difference is I really liked it, whereas you didn't. So, like I said, we read it differently.
Yeah. But yeah,
So you liked it? You thought it was better than the book?
better in the book.
Cool.
I think it's a decent.
Visually entertaining. Cool. Let's go down the line then.
Fine,
Let's now go to a non-book reader. I feel like we're doing a Game of Thrones video.
Books, we should just throw them in a pile and burn them. Am I right, guys?
Kid can't even be bothered to read text.
No. Anyway, actually, I do put subtitles on when I.
That's
watch
true. He does watch
things.
everything with
Yeah.
subtitles.
Although that's
Even
mainly
though he's
because my
playing
hearing is kind of
Minecraft.
crap.
Yeah.
At the same point.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway,
look at the movie.
Minecraft world.
I can't. Oh God, I want to go there.
That was what he took from the movie.
Yeah, I like grabbed Josh's arm. I was like,
the 2
Minecraft.
seconds of Minecraft world. He's
Yes.
like, I want to go there.
He did.
I
He
wish
grabbed
there was
me.
more.
Yeah, I actually literally grabbed him and said
Wow.
those exact words.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
It was.
Anyway, only to find out that the creator of the Oasis himself seems to be autistic somewhat.
So you have that in common.
What did you think of the movie, Kit?
It was visually, it was very attractive. Like I
So you
want
looked at this movie up and down, and you
Yeah.
were like, "Yes, please."
I need
You
I
saw
need to
that
watch
hand
it.
check?
Yes. I need to watch it several more times, and I'm gonna need to freeze frame some parts because like there was like so much like characters I kind of noticed from like a lot of games. The battlefields
Sure.
are in there. There was that one game I can't quite remember the name of.
Yeah, there's a lot of hidden stuff in the background.
The,
so.
the spell for the orb, like I almost missed some of the ending because it was racking my brain. Where the fuck do I know that chant from?
Well, at least it wasn't obviously the Army of Darkness.
I was pretty sure it was from the Mighty, but I might be wrong.
Maybe, I have no idea what it was from.
I'm gonna have to look it up after this. But I definitely remember a chick saying it. But anyway, yeah, I kind of echoing you guys a little bit. The real world was just kind of where it really slowed down, and I guess that kind of really added to the feel of what
Tuesdays,
what they kind of were
Thursdays, and
doing.
fuck days.
Or they're saying like, who doesn't want to be in the Oasis? Like everything's slower here in the real world and boring. I was like, yeah, everything in this real world of this movie is boring.
Well, and it's like a
Nobody can see it.
post-apocalyptic future. They didn't do a good job
It's
explaining
not
that in the movie.
post-apocalyptic. It's
It is more in the book.
It's
like,
a
they didn't do-
dystopia.
They didn't do a good. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that
There's no
everyone.
apocalypse.
Yes.
Okay,
no,
okay, yeah.
Dystopia.
There's no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
The corn syrup.
Dystopia.
It's less
yeah,
of
they did
apocalypse.
that quick thing in the beginning. You're right.
More of we just slipped into a virtual world. And
You mean our future? Our
I
real life
wish.
future.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it visually. I like the tests. I thought were really interesting and very different from each other. You know, like they really.
That's not all they were different from. Anyways. Spoiler.
Listen to
my
that.
review.
Thought the characters were pretty well done. Yeah,
Cool.
I enjoyed this movie.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
It's good.
a lot of references. I am glad they didn't end the movie and put "Game Over" on the screen or something like
They should have.
that. That would have been a bit.
In the director's
I think that might be how the book ends.
That would have been.
I'm not lying.
I
Really?
think so.
I'm not lying.
That's really like just hokey.
I don't know. I don't care about little piddly shit like that. So
Let's be honest.
Let's nitpick this movie
Brian,
apart.
let's
What did you
pick this
think?
movie apart.
He doesn't care
Uh,
about piddly shit, but they changed
but-
the dates and the keys.
That's right. No, here we go. I did enjoy the movie, so I'm probably going to sound like I'm really negative, but I did enjoy the movie. So now let's get to that. As someone who liked the book a lot, they changed an awful lot, which I was expecting. I knew you couldn't do. Also, no one would get an entire section of the puzzle being the Temple of Syrinx from Rush, and Rush album. I don't think your mass audience is going to get that, but I appreciate it in the book. Anyways,
That would be rad.
I appreciated the D&D thing.
I appreciate a lot of stuff in the book that
That didn't make
I knew was like, I don't think they're going to do that, because they couldn't. 'cause
or the
most
Holy
people
Grail, any of the
He didn't
Vincents.
count. I wish you would have counted.
No, there's like in the book there's several things where they have to
Okay.
they just have to be in the movie and quote it.
Yeah, they have to
line for line.
relive the movie. But they skim through it. Like, they don't make you read the dialogue of the movie. They're just like, oh, I realized I had to do all the dialogue correctly, and they were judging my acting and all that kind of stuff to give me a score and that kind of thing, which is cool. But that's the whole thing is, basically, if you wanted to do a more faithful adaptation of the book, you'd have to do a show. It's too long.
I knew you were gonna do that.
This
Yeah.
movie would be like, 10 hours long to do the book. And I know it's one book,
And
but there's
cost
a lot
a
of
shit ton
shit
of
that
money
happens.
because you need the rights to a shit ton of shit.
Because where I disagree is that in the book, you said there's very little plot, but there actually is a lot of plot. Now, yes, there is a lot of descriptions of this reference, this reference, this reference,
Yeah, but there's 10 pages of
but I kind of saw the reference stuff as like a shorthand, so you could visualize what was going on more, and so that you have to know what those references are, so I think it kind of sucks for people who don't get those references in that book, but I guess it's made for 80s kids? I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to describe. But
It's like written in pop culture.
because like in
hieroglyphs.
okay, I mean in this movie I don't think it's really a spoiler, but everything's very quick. This is like an abbreviated version of the story. Like it's very quick to the point, cut to move to thing. Like
slow part.
yeah, like they didn't do a lot of character building because they didn't have time. They just had to
Hey, he
move on to
was
the next
instantly
thing.
in love with Arthur.
Yeah, no, like, but then it's like, I loved it, I'm like,
they
what?
said- yeah,
This
they
was
have a
20
whole
minutes into the
but
movie.
they have a whole relationship in the book.
Yeah.
Like they don't just like, hey, I've loved you my whole life, like creepy stalker thing. And in this movie, that is what it is. It's like
She just
it was that in the book, and he admits it in the book. But also, they then form a relationship.
I don't know the whole like.
And they have more of a
Fine.
standoff
Rick
relationship in the
Martin.
book too, and I missed that they had the standoff relationship in the book, where like she never wanted to like fully give in to him, like open up to him.
Chick on the internet.
I don't want to spoil the book or the movie, so it's hard to talk about this stuff.
I think it would have been better if she was a 300-pound guy named Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he realized that.
Well, that's the other thing.
he
The
was
book is
kind
way
of
darker. I miss the darkness of like actual characters dying.
My soul!
I don't want to spoil who or anything, but people actually died in the book, and more than just his aunt. Like, like
He got over
let's
his
just say
aunt
some of
pretty
these
quickly.
characters didn't make it to the end of the
give a
book
shit.
that made it
Yeah.
to the end of this movie.
He had no time to mourn. Look at it. He already fell instantly in love with Artemis, and then he's over his aunt being dead. Like,
I mean, yeah,
The time he
found a new
turns
place to
around.
live, yeah.
Yeah, and they cut out a lot of the dark stuff like in the middle of the book too. There's like a thing where he goes through a massive depression and like cuts himself off from the world, and none of that is in the movie because that would be dark as shit. And there's like a whole section about like having sex with fake people in the Oasis and stuff, and that's not in the movie. And yeah. Anyways, yeah, there's very dark stuff in the book that wasn't in the movie, and I kind of missed it. However, in terms of just popcorn entertainment, fun, this movie was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it. I thought Alan Silvestri scored the shit out of this movie. I thought the score was fantastic. I mean, even though he's alluding to his own Back to the Future score for some of it, just in general, the score is really good in this movie. I think Spielberg directed the shit out of this movie. There were some excellent, even if they are digital, shot choices and camera movements and stuff that are awesome in this movie. I just wish it had more depth, which is kind of what they ripped out of the book to make a movie-length version, was the depth of characters and things and all that stuff, and more deeper references, not as many surface level, I don't know, like broader. They went for broader references in the movie. They went a little more deep down the rabbit hole in the book. So yeah, sorry to sound like a douchey book reading person, but yeah, in this random rare case, I've read the book before I've seen the thing, so I have an opinion on it. Sorry.
No. that's
Anyways,
good.
because I know some people hate that stuff. I know I hate it when I hear Game of Thrones people talk about the show. Anyways, Brian, what'd you think?
That's my brother.
Just that it was a real entertaining movie. Super fast paced. Was real fun. I do agree that I felt a little like they made it too applicable for everybody. Like there were no, I don't know.
Oh, so even without reading the book, you kind of agree with what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's like,
he cast a wide net, which I get.
and
You want
I
the
don't
movie to be
get
successful.
I don't get Spielberg's decision to be like, you can't use any of my movies other than put the DeLorean in there, which he only produced, so it's not like it's his
Yeah.
movie. But figure out a way to-
Overall, it was a really fun movie. I think almost everybody could enjoy it. You know, I'm not an '80s kid, but I still got most of the references. Yeah, I still got most of the references. I still had a really good time. So
The culture still existed, so you can at least dip a toe in.
yeah, I mean, I've watched.
and they weren't all '80s references
Yeah.
in the movie. It was much more '80s focused in the book.
Actually,
A lot more modern.
my complaint
stuff.
in the movie
There's
was
like Overwatch shit and stuff in this.
Yeah.
and that's like
Did
and
you-
Minecraft.
Yeah. Did you catch the Gundam stuff though? I don't know if you know what Gundam.
Oh, you mean at
I've
the end
heard-
when he turned into
I've
a
heard
Gundam?
of a
they're
Gundam.
they're
I guess
pretty
that was a
big.
spoiler, but
They're
not
pretty
really.
big in
I
Japan.
didn't say who or what, but
No,
There's a lot of Gundams. Who knows what it is?
but just that like thinking in context of the movie, like all those kids are having no idea what that is. It's just the creator got it. So that's kind
Yeah.
You mean the guy who wrote the book?
I meant the creator of the arc.
Halliday.
Halliday Oasis.
So more or less, he just
Because he was a kid in the '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all these kids, it's what 2040 something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah.
Which means they were children in 2030. So
So it's kind of like if
we are
were-
going to be old men when this happens.
So it's like if we were to play a game nowadays, where way back a long time ago, people had like things where like some singer goes sarsaparilla,
Yeah,
in the summertime,
references to, like,
that kind of
the
thing. It's
40s
like,
and
oh, I
50s.
love that guy. I'm totally
You
playing
like-
as that guy.
Yeah.
Going vaudeville on him?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point. Oh,
It's
okay.
fun
Oh,
because
it's super
like-
old.
if the next big thing was like a vaudeville simulator,
It's like,
and then we all got into that.
why exactly?
Like, why?
yeah.
But it works, mate. It works because the target is guys your age.
Yeah.
Target audience.
But, I
of this
mean-
book movie.
They did a pretty good job in this movie of expanding that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm just under that demographic.
As much as it kind of
Yeah.
pisses me off. But
And
also
I just had a fun
understand.
time. So go check it out. I don't care if you're a 12-year-old girl. Go see it.
I don't care if you're a 12-year-old
Kids love
girl.
things.
Or a 40-year-old Chinese man.
We
A
don't
12-year-old girl will
Yeah.
be able to bond with their father, an
We
older
don't-
man
we
that
don't
may be in
wanna-
their life.
We don't want to prejudge people,
I'm,
man.
I'm anti-judging people. I'm saying everybody. All y'all go out and see it.
I think it's time to add it to the list.
Oh, also, if they would have went by the book more, we could have got more Simon Pegg, which is a travesty that we didn't
Well, that's not
go with the book as
Critically
much.
underused.
Yeah, could have used some more Simon Pegg in this movie.
Maybe they just didn't have the book.
It's a mixture of criminal and clinically.
Oh, okay.
Crimically.
Critically.
Crimically.
Anyways, what do we do now? Do we put it on the list?
We add it to the rank bank.
Alright, let's add it to our list of the best-ish movies of 2018.
Oh wait, you're right. We have to write it on our pad.
We have not, but we can look at the list. We have not seen many movies. We haven't seen anything in a while.
I've seen all these movies.
I've seen two
Josh,
things on
Josh
the
and
list.
Kit don't see movies.
Yeah. Alright, so we've convened and thought about where we want to place this on the list. I know it's not a ton of movies to choose from for placement, but let's do it anyways. So what do you guys want to place? Ready Player One?
In the top
In.
5.
3. It's gonna make the high five in 3, 2, 1. Me and Brian both said ones.
Wow.
I know, and I was like the most negative.
If you want to know the spoiler,
I haven't loved anything this year. Sorry.
I really like Game
I don't
Night,
even love this,
but I don't
think it's-
really give a shit about Black Panther.
I think Black Panther's really good. I think Game Night's really good. I think Mom and Dad is a fun Nick Cage movie. I think The Commuter's not very good. There you go. My opinion of all the movies.
In all honesty,
But I don't
you're
love
right.
any of them.
Yeah.
So alright, so we got 1, 1, 3, 2.
Ah, Josh does know how to math.
Alright, so technically it is rounding.
Or-
at 2. So there you go.
Just
Ready
do it.
Player One, we saw it, we talked about it. You either enjoyed or hated this video, or something in between, and you can let us know in the comments.
And smashing that like button. Make sure
Smashing
you
that like button.
smash that fucking bell.
Yeah, subscribe. Are you trying to be a YouTube person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
What the
ironically
fuck are we
being
doing?
too.
What do you mean are we?
I mean,
But
like
remember-
those YouTube people.
You can't unring
You know, the
that.
successful ones.
You can't unring that bell.
Well, you can.
Can you?
It's
Shit.
in our whole media
But you're not
empire.
gonna want to, because you're gonna want more of these videos, and that's what the bell will give you. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. Be sure to all that stuff we mentioned, and until next time, That wasn't good English. And find your own ways of resisting boredom.
We're just trying to apply to that Chinese market.
Send tips on Patreon. Maybe we'll have.
We don't have a Patreon.
Some sort of
one.
like
Who's
T-Rex
gonna give us
costume
money?
for Jurassic
My
World.
mom.
Your
Or
mom.
maybe for the next
Brian, I
50
gave you
Shades
the
of
phone
movie,
bill
we'll
money
have
of the
the
Patreon
dragon
account.
dildo.
You know there are no more 50 Shades movies,
Did
right?
they make all three of them?
Yes! The last one came
Jesus.
out like
Just came
earlier.
out.
I thought there was the
Yeah.
second one.
February.